Do you like being you? I know, a bit a silly question. Who can you else really be? But at the same time, you sometimes don't like being you, especially judging on the lives of others. Me personally, I had the times when I was a child when I was wondering how it can be to be somebody else. You for sure seen some movies with the story about some people changing their bodies with somebody else and experiencing, for example, female body as a male and vice versa. That can be a really interesting experience. But so far we don't know how to achieve it for real. So what is this question guiding you to? It's guiding you to acceptance of who you are and being fully who you are. Because you can have a certain skills, abilities, talents, story, which allows you to live better life than you actually living now. But you sometimes don't know how to use these opportunities or skills. So the first thing is to accept who you are and start to like your life story. And later you will see, and I'm sure you already experienced this, that the painful moments will bring you something great, something you not ever wondered. Can it be true? And after years and some changes, you can experience stuff in life you never wondered that can be true for you personally. Yeah. So what possibly you should not or can dislike about yourself? At first, it's probably your body. I think this is some kind of issue for many people, if not all of us. Even some people everybody else is considering pretty and beautiful have a self-doubts and sometimes don't like some parts of their body. That's kind of strange because then you can be on the hand really in a bad shape or obese and or consider your face as ugly or something like this, which is maybe not fully your fault. Yes, it's from very big part genetics which affects how your body looks like, and that part you cannot change and need to accept. But on the other hand, there is a part you can change, from starting a workout and workout on your body. About your face, you think like you cannot change your face and you need to stay ugly if you consider so. But that is also not true. Our face can change also. From face yoga to like internal change, which can really can have a strong effect on your outside appearance, to the final extreme outside changes like plastic surgery if you want it. That's also possible, but I will leave that as the last possible option. The second thing you may not like about yourself is your personality or habits or attitude. For example, me personally, When I was a teenager, I considered that goal of the life is to do nothing. In a way, some kind of like freedom, yeah, so you don't have to do nothing. But at the end, I realized recently that people seeking that part, you don't have to do nothing, but don't seek that part when you don't have nothing to do. So you don't have any options to do, like in some kind of prison, or you are really not enjoying anything, yeah, that can be also like state, or you don't have energy for stuff, or you don't have motivation and you don't see purpose of doing anything. So I changed my attitude. I realized I want to do something. I want my life fulfilled with meaningful activities. Ideally, I choose freely upon my interests and my desires and so on, yeah. So that part is also workable. But what you need to do at the beginning is spot where you have not very efficient or serving beliefs and change them. Yeah, and that is the most hard part, because that is your blind spot. Because many times you consider this stuff as this is how it's supposed to be, that everybody perceived it like you, and it could not be anyhow else. But that's not true, and that's why it's interesting to get to other people, especially those one you aspire to be like. So we judge other people and we are jealous about what they have as an output. But what we really should be observing in other people is the input. So we look at some guy, he's a millionaire, he has all these pretty cars and everything. So you want that too, yeah? And but you overlooking what was his input, what was his attitude, what was the work he did. In fact, that is the only thing we can change, our inputs into our life. And the outcome is always dependent on many outside factors we in a way cannot affect. The third thing you should may dislike about your life is your story. The mistakes you did because of misunderstanding of how life works. And that's often a tough part. Sometimes you are responsible and it's tough to forgive yourself. Sometimes some other people did hurt you on the way, even when you were a child, or you did not have knowledge how to defend yourself from such people, and you have to forgive them to go on and pass through this. And that's one of the most difficult parts. But what helped me in such areas was a realization and achieving a goal which was kind of like healing. Yes, something like opposite of what was the injury. For example, if you felt rejected because you don't have money for a certain thing to buy and you felt worthless, you can earn some money and buy it later to prove yourself that you deserve it and you can achieve it on your behalf. And that can be some kind of healing, yeah. Many times people have some sexual trauma, but then later they found a partner which overcome their expectations, and that's like a true healing And after this experience, you felt like the injury was worth, because now the release was so pleasurable experience that it would not be without that injury, because your scale of emotions was enlarged with that pain and suffering you experienced. And that's sometimes the way you create balance in your life. That's sometimes like you need to offer some tough and painful moments to bring in the joyful one. And by accepting this balancing in life, you will start to like being you more and more and more. And you will be maybe even more brave and adventurous and willing to go into risk and extreme and some hard situations. So even you don't like now who you are and you would like to be somebody else, it's only you who can accept who you are and becoming more of you and make your life enjoyable and desirable, because you experience this transition from the point where you don't want to be to the point others are jealous about where you are. I wish you good luck and a lot of power to go upon these achievements. See ya, and keep tuned for Wonder Life for you.